38.5. Currently, it's 43.
The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Howard to the faceoff circle, pass in front for Greasy, scores! Howard with a good pass, and Ashton Grease, his 15th of the year.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals hockey is brought to you by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, and Hermanson Endodontics.
Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons. John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournament.
Oahe Caps hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics.
Howard will walk it in the zone. Howard with a shot, and it goes in the net, and the Capitals win! Off of game record in, and the Caps win it 2-1 in overtime.
Now, with the call of the game, here's the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And from the Expo Center, we welcome you to Sunday afternoon hockey as the Hawaii Capitals host the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Gorgeous Sunday afternoon, but it is nice and cold here at the Expo Center, and we have hockey for you as the Hawaii Capitals will again look for their 10th win of the season as they take on Sioux Falls 2, who are coming in having won 4 straight and are now at 6-7-0-1 on the regular season. Last night, the Capitals dropped their 5th loss on the season to Sioux Falls 1 after scoring the first goal of the game with Keenan Howard to make it 1-0. They did not score again the rest of the game, held the lead until the early part of the third period, 40 seconds into the third period, before Sioux Falls 1 tied it up, and then scored 3 straight goals after that, including an empty net goal with just under 20 seconds remaining. And Sioux Falls 1 picked up the 4-1 victory over the Hawaii Capitals last night. Friday nights, it was the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. They played Yankton. They won 3-2 over the Yankton Bucks, who are still struggling to find wins at any point. However, they led after the first period in Yankton 2-1. Sioux Falls 2 came back and ended up winning the game 3-2, but trailed at 2-1 after the first period. It was not the starts and not the way Sioux Falls 2 was hoping to go. The goalie played well for the Yankton Bucks, and the Capitals know exactly what that's like because they faced some hot goaltenders. They faced some really confident goaltenders, and won last night against Ryan Flanagan, who made 45 saves in net. And then you go back to when the first time these two teams played, back on January 1st. Well, Cole Langston was very hot and very confident in that game as he ended up making 45 saves in the loss. The Caps won 6-4, but Langston made 45 saves on 51 shot attempts. Kieran Duffy got the start. He made just 9 saves on 13 shots. 51-13. The Capitals outshot him by almost 40 in the game. They're going to look for that again today, and they're going to look for maybe a couple more goals to go. We'll also talk with Coach Steve Steele here in just a little bit in the Weather All Coaches interview as the Hawaii Capitals will maybe dealing with a couple injuries. One for sure not playing is Keller Herman. He is not going to play in today's game. Maybe some better news after he left. He ended up going to the hospital last night, but it seems like maybe some better news than maybe originally thought it was going to be. So hopefully he's not out long term, but he is out today. Ashton Grease, he's going to try and give it a go. We'll talk with Coach Steve Steele about that and about those two guys and get some updates from him. But it looks like Ashton Grease, he is warming up right now on the ice. We'll see if he's able to go. And this warm-up might be a telltale of if he's going to be able to handle the pain after getting slashed in the hand and the thumb injury that he's dealing with after last night. We'll see if he's able to be 100%. Probably not 100%, but if he's able to give it enough to be able to play here this afternoon. Caps need these 2 points. You know, with the Flyers at 6-7-0-1, the Caps at 9-5. Sure, you're up by 5 points over Sioux Falls 2 right now, so you're not going to drop below them in the standings if you don't get the win. But you got to beat the teams below you, and that's kind of what Coach Steele has talked about a little bit, that every team above them right now, they haven't been able to beat any of those teams, but they haven't lost any teams below them. Sioux Falls 1 in third place. They're 0-1 against them. They went 0-2 against Brookings and Rushmore. and they are 9-0 against every team that is 5th place or lower right now in the standings. And that's kind of how you have to play it and how you want to play it. With the Oahe Capitals being 9-5 right now, and that 4 spot is, 4-5 seed doesn't really change much except for the final change in terms of lines after faceoffs or before faceoffs in the state tournament. Nothing's going to change. You don't get home ice advantage in that first round. Everything's neutral site. But the Caps would rather be a 4 seed than a 5 seed going into the state tournament and get a little bit of confidence and get things rolling, because it turns into, they just basically got to go ahead and go win the rest of the way if they're going to try and be at least a 3 seed. And the 2 and 1 seed seem to be out of reach now after that loss last night. How are the Caps and the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers coming up here from the Expo Center in just a little bit? We will step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Weatherall coaches interview as the Oahe Caps and the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. They play here today, and we'll have the Weatherall coaches interview with Coach Steve Steele next. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Joining me is Coach Steve Steele, the Weatherall Coaches interview. Chance to forget about last night's loss, get a chance to take on Sioux Falls 2 here this afternoon, a team that you beat on the January 1st going into this game. Obviously, these are 2 important points because they're below you on the standings.
Yeah, it's huge to keep pace with these, and if we want to have a shot at third still, then, we're pretty much at the point we've got to win out. So, we can't win out if we don't win today. We've got an opportunity to get, like you said last night, behind us, get back on the right track, and really just finish a hockey game. We played 2 outstanding periods yesterday and 1 bad one. If we can play 3 full periods, we feel confident we can beat anybody.
Ashton Grease and Keller Herman were down with injuries last night. Can you give us an update on how they're doing?
Yeah, Keller's going to be out today. Hopefully not super long, but for sure out today, and then he'll be kind of evaluated again this week. And Ashton's going to give it a go today. So, obviously this is that point in the year where a lot of people aren't 100%, but, he's going to be toughing this one out and seeing what he can do to help us.
Where he wasn't able to finish yesterday, had to move things around. What's kind of maybe, I want to say a backup plan, but maybe something that if Ashton can't go, something that you guys are able to do?
Yeah, we've kind of got a handful of different options. We've kind of prioritized him a little bit in terms of, if he can't go, then this is the first thing we're going to try, and if that doesn't work, this is the next thing we're going to try. So we've kind of got a laundry list of different things that we could try out. But hopefully he's able to continue to go and play the way he can.
Carter Scholes in net once again. This will be the 4th game and the 4th straight game. But obviously back-to-back, and he did that last week. Now again this weekend, fatigue. How important is it to maybe limit the chances from Sioux Falls too? Is there any? Obviously, you don't want any shots going against him, but to try and limit the chances against him because of maybe fatigue.
The biggest thing is going to be if we can keep him clean. Not a lot of traffic in front. Hopefully not a lot of odd man rushes, the high stress ones. If we can let him get square on shots or square to shooters and just, kind of still, even if he has to make some saves, but they're that low stress variety where they're shooting from farther out from a wider angle, then he'll be just fine. And I said obviously this is that part where you start worrying about fatigue if we do force him to do too much. So hopefully we can keep the shots out wide and out deep.
You guys beat Sioux Falls 6-4 in a game where you guys shot them by a large margin. Friday, the last time that they played, they beat Yankton 3-2. What does that tell you about maybe continue to shoot and want to continue to shoot here today?
Yeah, I mean, they've got a talented goalie, just like last night's. I think he's a little smaller and a little more agile, whereas last night's was a big guy that really took up a lot of net, had a really good glove. So, there'll be some similarities there. But we can definitely score on this kid. We've just got to get him moving, get him moved around, and get him off his angle a little bit. But that's going to be a huge thing if we can get up on him early. I think it's going to be very hard for them to get back in.
Is that a key to success? Is that what it's going to take to get a win? But what is it going to take to get the win today?
Yeah, I think a fast start. I think that's kind of what we had talked about last weekend too, coming into the Mitchell game after losing to Rushmore. Was getting that fast start, coming out quick, and I think it's much the same this week.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thanks, John.
Back with more of the pregame show next here on KC's Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Friday night, the Sully Butte Chargers will hit the road once again for a basketball doubleheader, and both games will be on Country 95.3. The Chargers will be in Gettysburg to take on the powerful Potter County Battlers. This is always a spirited matchup, and Friday should be no different. The girls will go first at around 6 with the boys' game to follow. The Sully Butte Chargers and Potter County Battlers. Girls and boys basketball action Friday night on Country 95.3 FM, PureCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, getting set for puck drop between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Just a little after 2:30 when we get things underway. It's already after 2:30 right now, but we're still about 7 minutes or so away from puck drop as the Caps host the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. We'll look around the league here real quick, and we'll first start with the Oahe Lady Capitals, who put an end to their 8-game winless streak. They had 2 points in those 8 games with a couple of ties. Actually, they had 3 points with 3 ties in that winless streak. But they got the win today in overtime over Sioux Center. I believe it was in overtime. It says 3-2 final. But they don't have Olivia Swenson's goal on the third period, so it looks like it was an overtime win for the Oahe Lady Capitals. Olivia Swenson got the game winner, and the Caps finally put an end to that winless drought, and it's now a 3-2 win for the Caps. And now they have 0 road games left to go on the season. They'll be at home next Saturday. That is Pink the Rink night. That can be heard here on Capital City Rock and watch it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. That is a 2:30 start, so it'll be on the air around 2:10 on Saturday. And then Friday, February 11th, they will play at 8 o'clock against Sioux Falls. And then our final girls broadcast of the regular season, of course, we have all the girls varsity state tournament games coming up in the first part of March, but the final game of the regular season, which will be Saturday, February 12th, as they take on Aberdeen here at home. We'll have the Watertown and Aberdeen game for you to finish out the season for the Oahe Lady Capitals. But a big win for them here today after a week that they went to Brookings, and then they came to Sioux Center, tied on Saturday, and got away with a overtime win on Sunday. Watertown right now leading Rushmore 4-3 in girls hockey, as Aberdeen and Brookings tied 1-1. That game started at 2 o'clock. Both these games, one game started at 1:30, so they are just a little bit behind, or they just started that game not too long ago, right around the end of the first period between Brookings and Aberdeen. The other games going on here today, it is Rushmore beat Watertown last night 5-4 and scored 2 goals in the last 20 seconds to remain undefeated. Rushmore down 4-3 with about 30 seconds left to go, got a goal with 15 seconds, and then scored with another 7 seconds left to win 5-4 over Watertown in regulation. Rushmore will take on Huron. That's coming up at 3 o'clock, so that will be getting started a little bit after us, and we're the only other game that's going for boys varsity. So the Flyers and the Capitals just about set to get things underway here from the Expo Center, as the Caps are looking for their 10th win of the season for the second time here this weekend, and they're looking to get it against another Sioux Falls team as they host the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Back with puck drop after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Saturday is Pick the Rink night, and the Hawaii Capitals will host the Watertown Lakers. This is Sports Director John Winkler. The Watertown Lakers boys and girls varsity teams will be in town for Saturday matchups, and both varsity games will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports. Join Jim, Lloyd, and me for the call beginning with the girls game at 2:30 and the boys game at 7 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Watertown Lakers boys and girls varsity hockey Saturday night at the Expo Center and on your home for Hawaii hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
This afternoon, number 63, Sam Solly. At one defenseman, number 42, Drake Smoot. At your other defenseman, number 60, Easton Beaver. And in net, number 32, Ian Pattinson. Flyers are coached by Curtis Egan and Mason Evans. Now your starters for your home team, the Oahe Capitals. Number 4, Keenan Howard. And number 19, Barrett Schweitzer. And another forward, number 28, Aiden Anderson. And one defenseman, number 68, Ryan Woody.
We are ready to go here this afternoon from the Expo Center as those starters again for Sioux Falls 2, Dirk Fornwald, Sam Solly, and Cooper Gehring. It will be Trick Smoots and Easton Beavers was announced. Maybe it could be Carter Hansen. And then Ian Pattison is the goaltender tonight, this afternoon, after he got the win on Friday against Yankton. Only have to make 12 saves on 14 shots. It is Keenan Howard as well as Barrett Schweitzer and Aiden Anderson, the forwards, starting. Ryan Wadine and Jaden Floor will start. It is going to be Beavers, the starting defenseman, and we are underway here this afternoon as the Hawaii Capitals win the opening faceoff. Pass from Jaden Floor to Keenan Howard is intercepted. It is knocked down, and there's a quick shot and a save made by Carter Scholes. Looked like it was Dirk Fornwald that got the first opportunity. And 12 seconds in, we get our first whistle. 16:48 left to go here in the first period. This is a big game for the Caps to try and get those 2 points here. They need these 2 points after dropping that game yesterday to Sioux Falls 1, especially when they had that 1-0 lead going into the third period. Ryan Wadine from the near side in the corner. He'll play it around for Jaden Floor, his defensive partner here, at least to open up this game. Keenan Howard, his pass goes across, looking for Anderson, and that one just missed, and it goes down for an icing. And we get a whistle now with 16:24 left to go here in the first period. So Aiden Anderson gets the start and gets to be on the line with Barrett Schweitzer and Keenan Howard. And now the top line will get out there. So Ashton Grease, he's going to take the face-off. Carter Sanderson and Jaron Beck with him. So Nathan Rankin, Marcus Halling, and Mason Schramm. Carson Clark and Mason Schramm are out there. There's a shot that was redirected in front and a save made by Carter Scholes. Still with it at Sioux Falls 2, but then they give it up to Sanderson. Sanderson pass goes across. That's intercepted by Rankin. Rankin a quick pass. That's intercepted by Sanderson, but it's still loose in the slot. Comes back out to the point. A wind-up shot that's blocked by Grease. Still Rankin with it, and then he had his pocket picked, a good stick lift, and here's Carter Sanderson up into the zone with Ashton Grease. Chips it along. Sanderson will take it. And now an offside is called as Sanderson touched it up. Heard the referee, but actually didn't really fully hear the referee. 15:59 left to go here in the first period. Face-off just outside the blue line. Ashton Grease wins the face-off back from Nathan Rankin. Dre Burnt flies back into his own end. He'll shrug off Carson Clark. He gets 2 men on him. Mason Schramm is able to help force a near turnover. And now Sanderson in the neutral zone. Man lost his glove and a stick. Rankin lost a glove and a stick. He goes off for a change. Burns trying to take care of the laundry out there on the ice right now, trying to move it around. That puck goes off the boards, taken by Burns. It was on edge, so it goes up to the corner. And from behind the net, Burn a pass, quick over, back. Did it get in the nets? Somehow did not go in the net. Looked like it had dropped down from Beck. He put his arms up in the air, but there was no signal from the referees, and they finally waved it off. So with 15:22 left to go, Jaron Beck nearly made it to 1-0 game. After hitting the post, Burnt with a shot that goes off the skate of his teammate Devin Dodson. Pass goes over here for Dodson again in the corner. Trying to come in front, trying to stuff it in. It's behind the nets. Taken again by the Caps. Burnt steps up, but the pass was deflected and out of the zone it goes. John Lyons will race all the way down as Carter Scholes puts it in the corner. And Lyons didn't get enough on it as it was then played away. And the puck was on the side of the net. Scholes let it win across the crease. Back to the point. A shot is blocked down. Beavers had that opportunity. Now Burnt will pick it up from his own end from behind the net. Reverse hit on his man. We got a lot of guys just trying to stay on their skates right now. Here's a shot that's blocked down. That was from Mason Raisler. As Devin Dodson will take the puck and scurry around his nets. And the Capitals right now just trying to get control of the puck. Burnt over on the far end. He'll carry it in. And his pocket was picked. So back the other way we go. Keenan Howard will intercept it. Got Carter Gordon along with Barrett Schweitzer going. Now here's Schweitzer. Back for Howard. At the line, Howard moves it in. From the face-off circle, a shot and goes just wide of the right pad of Pattison. And out it comes here for Sioux Falls 2 again. But Jaden Floor now will take it. His pass goes up, misses, and it comes out of the zone. Thrown back in by Trick Smoot. Around it goes Sam Solly. But he fanned on the pass attempt. Howard played it over for Schweitzer. Back to Howard again, off the boards, and it goes into the Sioux Falls zone, but comes right back out by Smoot. And here comes back in is Cooper Gehrig. He fails on a shot attempt, but Gehrig still got it back, although Wadeen cuts him off to the puck. Pass goes to the slot. Nobody was there except for Carter Gordon. Going to pass over for Keenan Howard. Howard will dump it on the backhand in, race after it. Sanderson jumps on for Gordon. 13:08 left to go. Schweitzer, he's got Sanderson in front, couldn't find the puck to him, and then floor shot, I believe, was off of a body, and it goes out of play. And we will get a face-off with 13:03 left to go. Actually, Floor just missed it by that much. And it goes all the way out of play into the netting, so was not touched. It was just a bit wide from Jaden Floor. Corbin Beestrom throws it in off the face-off win for the Caps. Off the boards, but right to Grease. Plays it down for Sanderson, over and a backhand for Beck. And a save made by Pattison. No rebound. And with 12:52 to go, we get another whistle. A tic-tac almost goal from the Caps on that top line. Face-off won by Sioux Falls 2. Carter Hansen plays it around. Dre Burnt steps up, pinches in, holds the zone. Back it goes to the far side corner. Sanderson lays the body. Then he's tripped up by a loose stick. And out the zone comes Sioux Falls 2. Carrying it in, might have been offside. Losing the puck was Nathan Rankin. He'll get the puck back on a pass. He's in the zone. Picked up and taken by Schramm. He gets knocked down, run down from behind. Sanderson chips it off the boards. He chips it off another man, and now Sanderson has passed it, comes wide, flying out. He slides over, is able to make the play and get out of the zone. Pattison wasted no time, didn't hesitate at all to go after it. And was able to slide it out. That one's flipped out of the zone, flipped out of the play after it went off the glass. It'll be an offensive zone face-off here for the Flyers. 12:04 left to go here in the first period. 2-1 in shots right now in favor of Sioux Falls 2. There is no score with 12:04 in the first period. Mason Raisler will take the face-off. Andre Carbonneau will take it against him. Carbonneau wins the face-off. And it will be played up by Lyons to Dodson. At the neutral zone, Dodson gets it back. Dodson with a shot right on. Save is made. Pattison dropped the rebound, but he was able to fall back on top of it. And we get a whistle with 11:51 to go. That was a good look there from Devin Dodson. He's got one goal so far in the season, 1 goal, 4 assists on the regular season for the Caps. Corbin Beestrom. His pass down for Dodson was intercepted by Drake Smoots. And then it's dumped all the way down. No icing. Corbin Beestrom off the glass. Goes out of the zone. Bounces over a stick. Dodson racing after it. Smoot got to it first and plays up the boards. And then into the offensive end. But Dre Burt takes it. Quick circle. And he is in the offensive end. Burt trying to wait a little bit longer. His shot goes high. Right over the top of the net. And here comes Carbonneau back to Grayson Hunsley. Hunsley, pass goes all the way across. Lions will tip it in. Good play there to make the change for the Caps. They get a fresh 5 guys on the ice. With 11:03 to go here in the first period. Still looking for our first goal. Just 2-2 in shots right now. Not a whole lot of action for the goalies in terms of shots on goal. Here comes Mason Raisler in. His shot goes high. Played back to the blue line and goes out of the zone. Gehrig couldn't hold the zone. Barrett Schweitzer runs into Easton Beavers. And then Aiden Anderson over on the far end at the red line, gets it to the blue line and dumps it in. Beavers back behind the nets. Keenan Howard on him, but the pass goes off the boards, then stolen by Howard. Trying to find a way to get a shot free, but could not, and now back the other way. Sam Solly is in. Solly backhand pass off the skates of Floor. Then a pass towards the front, goes off the side of the cage. Jaden Floor takes it from the far end. His pass misses Aiden Anderson, and it will go all the way down for an icing. Although Barrett Schweitzer was just maybe a second away from eliminated icing. NHL, no icing. He won the race to the dot. But in high school hockey, it is a no-touch icing. 10-12 to go here in the first period. 2-2 in shots. Looking for our one to break the ice. Face off, poked along by Grease. and now taken by the captain. And Ashton Grease gets around one man. They put it just a little bit too far. Patterson missed that opportunity to stick it in the corner. Hunsley holds the zone. Carter Sanderson from the near side corner. He'll wait. His pass goes over, but it was blocked up. Now Jaron Beck will take it. He's back in the same spot that Sanderson was. Pass through the slot. Misses Jaden Floor, though. His shot. That one's knocked down. It's loose off to the side. And now here is Jaron Beck again. Toe drag move. His quick shot. Another save by Patterson. And we get another whistle with 9:35 left to go here in the first period. 4-2 in shots now in favor of the Caps. Still looking for the first one. Face-off will be to the right of Patterson, who's got his catching glove on the right side. That one goes into the glove after it went off the chest. And a whistle with 9:32 to go here in the first period. One of the rare right-handed catching goalies. There's a shot, goes off the left pad. What a nice save there by Patterson, and the rebound was loose, and the Caps couldn't find a way to put it back on net. Carson Clark is in. His pass goes through the slot. Schramm over, plays it around. Clark another time. Back for Schramm. Right back to Clark. Pass goes through the blue paint, but no one there. Rankin was on the back door, but he wasn't right on the doorstep. Rankin turns it over, and now the Caps race it into the neutral zone. And Corbin Beestrom in the offensive end. Pass for Sanderson. Shot it wide. Around for Dre Burtz. He'll play it back around to the far end, into the corner near the Zamboni doors. 8:45 left to go here in the first period. Pass is tipped along and in. That was by Clark. And now around it goes. As Burt moves up, Rankin. That is number 65, Carter Hansen. Delayed offside by the Capitals. Hansen played off the boards, but it'll be played right back and across now for Easton Beavers. Beavers goes up. Nick Gergen, who is a late addition to the lineup today. Campanto is a scratch as he's out sick. Carbonell a pass in for Lions, but led him just a little bit too far. Played it back around. Carbonell behind the net for Dodson, trying to play it back to Carbonell. Instead, it'll go the other way for Lions. And now Dodson another time. His pass to Carbonell here from the near side corner. Knocked down, then Dodson trying to play it back. It was going to be a hand pass if Carbonell touched it, so the Flyers will play it first. And then that pass was deflected by Lions and dumped back in. 7:40 to go here in the first period. John Lyons plays it down. Knocked down by Lions another time. Lions back for Dodson. From the goal line, trying to come in front for Lions. Missing a one-time chance. Redirected close in front and putting the right glove down was Patterson to cover for the whistle with 7:27 to go here in the first period. The puck has been pinballing around this entire first period. Caps have 6 shots. Sioux Falls 2 right now with just 2. Schweitzer, Gordon, and Howard now on the ice. Wadine goes over for Floor. He lost the puck, and now it's going to be a race to it. And a race in. Coming all the way in. A shot and a glove save made by Carter Scholes on Cooper Gehring. He had a partial break, but Scholes shut the door. Howard tried to spin in a circle, but lost the puck. Gehring's got another opportunity. That shot's blocked up by Wadine. Howard now plays it around the boards. Up on the near side. Carter Gordon trying to fish it out. He gets it back for Howard. Now Gordon plays it out of the zone. And in the neutral end, Gordon will push it in. That's Carter Gordon. Pass off the stick of Howard. Schweitzer will run in to his man, Dirk Fornwald. And there's a shot that goes wide. That one came from Sam Solly. Now Howard trying to pick up some speed. Diving play from Fornwald to disrupt it. Back in for Gehring another time. Good stick from Jaden Floor and a good back check from Howard. Pass goes out of the zone, chipped along by Carter Gordon, and then in the zone here with Schweitzer. Schweitzer waits on the far end boards. Looking for some support from Grease. But now it's Floor. He lost the puck. Corbin Beestrom is back. Floor got back to disrupt a dump in. And now Sanderson down the boards behind the nets. Here is Sanderson another time from the near side. One-timer chance from Burnt on the pass. That one goes wide by a couple of feet. Grease. His pass off of a stick and back the other way comes Sioux Falls 2. It is Carson Clark. Dre Burnt trying to play it off the boards, but it will be taken. A pass. It's loose in front after it was deflected, and it was taken by Dre Burnt. 2-on-2 in the zone with Sanderson. Burnt trying to chip around. His shot goes wide. Just missing that high blocker side on Pattison. 5:19 left to go. Sanderson over in the far side corner. Taken, though, by the Flyers. Sioux Falls looking to empty the zone, but Sanderson now waits. A good pass for Grease. Turns back around for Sanderson. That shot maybe was deflected. Beck for Grease. Trying to turn within the corner. His pass doesn't have enough strength to get it to Beck. Intercepted by the Flyers. And now back the other way is Carson Clark. And Clark will swing wide on Beestrom. His pass to the slot is broken up. But it's still in the zone. Mason Raisler trying to throw it towards the net. And from the near side, back behind the net another time. Comes around. Smoot holds it in. His shot, and Scholes saw it all the way. Was able to make the save with no rebound. We get a whistle with 4:31 to go here in the first period. 7-4 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Face-off is won by the Capitals. They clear the zone, but off the glove of Smoot. And then it'll be played back over by the Flyers and right back in. Mason Raisler is run down as he couldn't find the handle of the puck. Burnt plays it off the boards, and it's going to go all the way down for an icing. No, they're going to wave off icing, so Carbonneau got to it first. Around it comes Carbonneau, comes in front. Dodson, who goes off of his skate, just couldn't get it to a stick. Here is Carbonneau again. Carbonneau behind the net, plays it off of a skate, off of a shin pad. It came in front, but no one's there for the Capitals. Here is Dre Burnt intercepting a dump and attempt. Lions a backhand pass. Trying to be tipping along is Carbonneau. He does tip it along. Played it at the blue line. They are onside, are the Capitals. Didn't look like maybe they were onside. Doesn't matter anyway because the Flyers have possession. They escape the zone. Shot taken from Gergen. That one's blockered down by Scholes and into the near side and back to the blue line. Held in by the Flyers where it's then taken by the Caps and off of John Lyons the pass went. And then grabbed by the Capitals. There's a turnaround shot by Dodson. Goes behind the cage and around it goes. Howard with a shot and a save is made. With 3:12 left to go here in the first period, another whistle. 8-4 in shots, no score. 8-4 in favor of the Caps. But we have yet to find our first goal of the game. On the face-off, it is won by Sioux Falls. And then we get a whistle. And are we getting a power play for the Capitals? We are. So it will be going in the penalty box. It'll be Dirk Fornwald. And I did not see the call, and he didn't make a motion of what it was. Well, at least I saw. So with 3:08 to go, the Caps have their first power play here. Wait to hear what Nathan Sanderson says it is. A sportsmanlike conduct penalty. And then that puck is out of the zone. It will be offside. And so it will be a neutral zone faceoff. So Fornwall gets called for an unsportsmanlike penalty. It gives the Caps their first power play of the game. They went 0 for 2 yesterday. Gave up a shorthanded goal. Here is Burnt, gets in the zone. Lays it back for Beck. And around it goes for Burnt, trying to play it back to the slot. And it's broken up by the Flyers and cleared away by Sioux Falls. 1:35 left to go on the power play. Sanderson is behind his net. Comes out of the zone. Quick pass for Keenan Howard. And Howard flies in the end. His shot goes just wide, and it'll go all the way back out of the zone and back to the Capitals' blue line where Burnt will pick it up. And he'll settle the puck down, lay it flat on the ice, and pass it over for Sanderson. Now Sanderson trying to avoid a check. He steps through it, and he's able to get a pass across for Beck. Back for Sanderson. Here in the near side corner, works it out to the boards and on the wing. All the way across, Howard with a one-timer. That one goes wide. And then Sanderson's able to block down the first clearing attempt, block the second one, but he goes right to the Flyers. And Mason Schramm is out 1-on-2, and he'll just barely put it in. And now Keenan Howard, as the Caps were looking to see if there's a change being made by the Flyers. Howard is right back in. His quick toe drag shot. And a right pad save made by Pattison. Burnt goes right back to Howard. And it goes off of his skates and right back out of the zone. Howard will come off for a change. Burnt lost the puck, but taken by Sanderson. With 20 to go on the power play. Beck. Pass over for Floor. His backhander up. It goes just over the crossbar. Sanderson knocked it down, and Sanderson has it. They'll play it over for Beck. With 7 seconds left to go, the Caps are going to make their change as they're going to go 0 for 1 to start the power play. As Ashton Grease takes it, and Fordwall comes out of the penalty box. Grease, toe drag move, trying to come in front. It's still loose. The pass to the slot. Floor with a chance. And with 1 minute to go in the period, Floor had a really good look, but a save made by Pattison again. And then a hard run into the boards. I believe that Devin Dodson was the man that ran him into the boards. Dodson seems to be maybe taking the worst of it. He comes off as he'll barely pull himself over the boards and on the bench. With 38 seconds left to go here in the first period. Carter Gordon had it. He gets run into by Clark as he turns it over. Pass goes over for Smoot as he's trying to step up offensively with 28 seconds left to go in the period. Here is Burns. He's going to try and fly around the defenseman. Burns is in. He tried to float it up over the top of Pattison, but he made the save. 15 seconds to go. There's another chance, and a save made by Pattison. He covers for the whistle, and no rebound. 13.4 left to go here in the first period. 11-4 in shots in favor of the Oahe Capitals. Andre Carbonell will take the face-off. And the Flyers are having problems figuring out who they want to go. Sanderson off the face-off when the shot goes up and shouldered down by Pattison. Down to 6 seconds left to go in the period. Holding the blue line. No, it was not holding the blue line. It was Carbonell. It looked like he did, but the referee deemed it offside, so we get a whistle with 3.8 left to go here in the period. Carbonell wins the face-off. Floor from the blue line. His shot gets blocked up, and that ends the first period. And we have no score after the first, with the Caps out shooting the Flyers 12-4. No score between the Oahe Capitals and the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers here at the end of the first period. As we're going to talk with Coach Jockey Tilnick. As the Caps and Flyers are scoreless at the end of the first period. So, Coach, here after the first period, outshoot Sioux Falls 2 by 8. But your overall thoughts in this first period?
Just got to find a way to finish. I mean, that's been the story for it seems about the last 3 or 4 games. Is we're getting shots, we're getting lots of shots, lots of opportunities. We just got to find a way to get one in the back of the net.
What do you do to try? You don't want guys getting frustrated. You don't want to maybe harp on it so much. But how do you kind of get that point home that you got to find a way to finish?
It's just getting guys to calm down and relax. Just loosen the grip on the stick a little bit, and I think everyone's just gripping their stick a little too tight and either overshooting or shooting too wide or shooting too high. So just getting them to calm down a little bit and understand the goals will come.
Yeah, and that's your team is a good team that has a lot of good shooters on it, and that the power play maybe hasn't been where you want it to be this season, but it's still an overall good period. And of course it's got to help having Carter Scholes, Kieran Duffy, who hasn't played the last couple of games, being sick, but having those two guys between the pipes, that's got to help things stay a little bit calmer throughout games.
Yeah, having a calm netminder is just it's an X factor. I mean, goal goes in, and you immediately look to your goaltender as a player, and you see his reaction. If his reaction is calm, it just has a calming effect on the entire team. And so, having that kind of play from both Kieran and Carter is awesome to have, and we're seeing the result of that right now as far as Carter's play is going.
So here, going into the second period, adjustments that need to be made to win the second period.
put the puck in the net. I mean, again, we got 12 shots. We're getting opportunities. One thing I did see that, we might make a little tweak on is we're getting a couple guys too low below the goal line. Maybe keeping 2 guys higher in that slot area so we can kick that puck out and get some shots. I know there's at least one time where I saw 3 guys below the net, and that's pretty hard to score from down there.
And every once in a while, you might get one down there, but probably not too much. But, Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the second period. It's good talking to you.
All right, thanks, John.
As the assistant coach, John Katilnik, as the Oahe Caps are tied 0-0 at the end of the first period. 12 shots to 4 in favor of the Caps. We'll come back and we'll give you that. We'll give you the recap of the first period, even though I basically just did because there wasn't anything. There's not much to recap. We'll tell you the penalties. We'll tell you the goals that weren't any. We'll tell you the shots again in case you missed it. So stick around for the first intermission report coming up here next. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Tuesday night, it's doubleheader of basketball action for the Sully Butte Chargers, and you'll hear it on Country 95.3 FM. DT Meyer here. The Chargers will get back home for what's sure to be a tough test against the Jones County Coyotes. The girls will go first at about 6:15 with the boys' game to follow. The Jones County Coyotes and Sully Butte Chargers doubleheader basketball action Tuesday night on Country 95.3 FM. And on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
And as we welcome you back in here at the first intermission of the Oahe Capitals, they are tied with Sioux Falls 2, 0-0 at the end of the first period. 12-4 in shots in favor of the Caps over Sioux Falls 2. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to tell you about because we basically went through that first period recap right there. The only other thing to tell you about is that Dirk Fordwald had a 2-minute unsportsmanlike penalty with 3:08 to go, and the Caps are 0 for 1 in the power play. They did not score. That's all there was. That's all there is for between this first period. A lot of good looks for both teams. A lot of missed shots from both teams as well. The biggest thing is that Jaron Beck hit the goalpost, nearly made it 1-0. That was as close as we were to having a goal scored in that first period. But it is still a 0-0 game here at the end of the first period. Caps and Flyers here today. The next time the Caps are back in action will be on Saturday, and that is a Pink the Rink night. That's for both teams, for both the boys and girls. The next time that they're in action, after the girls won in overtime 3-2 over Sioux Center today. We'll talk about that here in our first intermission as well. But it'll be both the girls and the boys will play on Saturday, with the girls playing at 2:30 and the boys at 7. We'll have both the games for you on Capital City Rock and available to watch on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It is 0-0 at the end of the first period. We'll step aside. We'll come back with we'll go around the league and we'll talk about that Hawaii Capitals Lady Capitals game that was played earlier today in Sioux Center. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Assistant Captain Jaden Floor, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here in the first intermission, the Hawaii Capitals, they are tied 0-0 with Sioux Falls 2. The other Hawaii Capitals game that took place today, girls varsity, they were out in Sioux Center. They picked up a 3-2 overtime win over the Sioux Center Storm as they get their first win in their last 9 games. They had picked up 3 points in those 8 games with 3 different ties, but finally pick up that 2 big points as Bradley Kafka got the first goal of the game, and then it was Camille McCord and Amanda King that scored in the second and third period to give Sioux Center a 2-1 lead. But Sarah Byrne, 28 seconds later, scored to tie it 2-2 from Ashton Lee. Addison Gray got an assist on Bradley Kafka's goal. And then Sarah Byrne tied it 2-2, 28 seconds after Sioux Center took a 2-1 lead. And then it was Olivia Swenson that has the, according to our sheet, has got the third goal. It has the other goal that isn't listed on the timing, but has that goal to make it 3-2 and wins it in overtime for the Sioux Center Storm. Unless she scored right at the end of regulation, they just didn't put it down in there. But sometimes that happens where it should be an overtime win, but because they scored 1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the third, well, they got 3 goals. It's got to be in overtime. So a 3-2 win in overtime for the Hawaii Capital girls as Olivia Swenson scores the game winner. And that's a huge overtime win for the Caps to pick up 2 points. And that's a huge win for the Caps, who will be at home now the rest of the season as they will then host Watertown next Saturday. And then also will host Sioux Falls the following Friday, and then the following Saturday will be Aberdeen to finish out the regular season. So they have just 3 games left to go, and that Watertown game becomes an even more important one to try and pick up, to try and maybe be that 5 seed going into the state tournament, because that's going to be the top 3 teams. You're going to see 2 of those top 3 teams, Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, to finish out the regular season, and then it is the other team in there is Mitchell. As well, that's going to be tough if you're one of those top 3. If you're 6, 7, or 8, it's going to be tough to beat one of those top 3 teams in the first round of the state tournament. But the Caps will be at home next Saturday for the Pink the Rink night, as the Caps will host Watertown, and the girls will play at 2:30 and the boys at 7 o'clock. Second period is on the way next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Sanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tuesday night, the Pierre Governors welcome in the Harrisburg Tigers in a girls varsity matchup, and you can hear it on KCCR and watch it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This is Sports Director John Winkler. Join me for the Governors and Tigers in an ESD clash at Riggs High School. Coverage will begin at 6:40 with tip-off at 7 o'clock. It's the Pierre Governors and Harrisburg Tigers. Girls basketball Tuesday night on your home for Governor Sports. KCCR, KCCRradio.com, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hi, this is Dre Burnt, Assistant Captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, the puck is loose in the crease, and we will get a whistle, a very late whistle. And our first whistle comes in at 26 seconds in. And Coach Steve Steele not happy with how long that whistle took, because Scholes felt like he had the puck, and the faceoff is going to come out to the neutral zone. For whatever happened around the net, Carson Clark off the face-off win here for Sioux Falls, too. Nearly got pushed off the puck. Now Beck will try and get out of the zone. Sanderson escaped the zone, looking to get over to him, and it will come out. Grease had it for a moment, now lost it. Carson Clark back in. Sanderson is able to chop down the stick of Clark, and Dre Burnt will go up for Beck. Chips it on the back end. Bounces over the stick of Burnt. He's able to get it back, and from the red line, he throws it in. Fanning on the first attempt, getting a pass that goes off the skate, and then Ashton Grease does come out of the zone as Corbin Beestrom's able to throw it back in. The Caps tag back up with just over a minute gone by here in the second period. No score between the Caps and the Flyers. Here is Jaron Beck, but it's chipped out by the Flyers. Beestrom turned a circle to figure out the puck was right in front of him. And now to be here, Cooper Gehring that will carry it in on the offensive end. Laid it back, but lost it. Grease now racing into the neutral zone and in the center, the offensive end. There's a shot, and Patterson came way out of his crease to make the play. Another good save there from Patterson. The Flyers back in the neutral zone, flipping it in and racing it in. Dirk Fornwald lost the puck as he played it back, and now Grease back the other way another time. Grease trying to chip and chase off him. Dodson winds up with a shot and a save made by Patterson. And we get a whistle with 15 minutes to go here in the second period. Dodson's had a couple of good looks here in this game. Once in the first period, now here to begin the second period. 14-5 in shots in favor of the Caps, but still looking for our first goal of the game. There's a shot that goes off of a skate and bounces high over the net. Carbonell plays it over. Here's Floor with a shot. Goes off and just wide of John Lyons. It went off of Lyons after he was knocked down and nearly was deflected in. And they're going to say not a high stick, but it comes back for Floor to play as it came out of the zone. That was Gehring that knocked it down. A good hand-eye coordination from Gehring. He plays it up, but not seeing it was Sam Solly, but eventually taking it as Fornwald. And Fornwald gets run into by Lyons, and then Jaden Floor runs into Fornwald. And a pass over for Lyons at his feet, but it played over for Carbonell. Fans on dumping it in. Trying to play it back across, goes off of a skate. Floor's going to race after it. Sam Solly also racing after it. Floor got to it first. Solly fell down trying to get a check on Floor. A shot is broken up. And Dodson will wait. His pass goes across, right on the stick of Carbonell, who dumps it in from the blue line on net. And a save made, stick to the corner by Patterson. There's a pass trying to break free as the Caps will end up icing it. Pass went all the way down. It was intercepted by, I believe, Aiden Anderson. As ended up being Nick Gergen who had the opportunity. They were trying to spring him, but good defensive play there by the Capitals, although they end up icing it. Barrett Schweitzer will take the face-off against Mason Raisler. And it is won back by the Flyers. Sean Reddy plays it around. I've not said his name very often in this game. Schweitzer, he is in the offensive end, trying to play it back, but it's stolen away. Keenan Howard. Just as Schweitzer is able to slide back in, the glove saved by Patterson. And no rebound. He's able to cover for a whistle with 13:23 to go. Still no score between the Caps and the Flyers. Schweitzer will take the face-off again. He'll take it against Nathan Rankin. Carson Clark, Mason Schramm are out there. That's their top line today. Campanto is out as he is sick. So Rankin fills that spot. Gergen actually got added to the lineup late. Or at least added to the lineup after I was sent the card from head coach Curtis Egan. Schweitzer on his backhand in the corner, trying to turn to the forehand to get it for Howard. Backhand pass, that's broken up. Comes loose in front. Howard now trying to get a shot away. Patterson was all over the top of his own man, trying to get a good spot to try and make it save. He likes to be aggressive and go outside the paint. Corbin Beeser with a shot, goes off the back leg of Howard, comes back around to Howard, but he couldn't get a shot away. And it comes out for Dre Burns. Burns' pass is broken up, and now in are the Flyers. Over skating with Schramm, he's still got it back. Good stick handling move. There's a one-time wind-up shot that misses by a couple of feet. That was by Nathan Rankin. And now Burt chips it off the boards, but didn't chip it out of the zone. The boards weren't lively enough to get it out of the zone, although he threw it really hard off the boards. Flipped at the blue line and into the zone again for the Flyers. A pass that was broken up. Maybe it was a shot that was trying to go off a redirect of Scholes. There's another chance that was blocked up. Another opportunity. Scholes is he fell down, and then it was a man that fell over the top of him, and another shot that got all the way through, and a save is made by Scholes, and we get a whistle with 11:56 to go here in the second period. That would have been very interesting because it's already happened once this year where the Caps were on the unfortunate end of a goalie being knocked down by the other team and a puck going in the net, and the team still got the goal scored for him. Happened against Brookings a couple of weeks ago. Here's a high floater out to center ice. They're going to be an icing as Carter Hansen was close to it, but they will be an icing, and the Caps will have to have another face-off in their own end to the left of Carter Schultz. Carter Sanderson will take the face-off. It's won by the Flyers. Carter Hansen with a shot, and a save by Schultz off the right pad. 11:33 to go here in the second period. Flyers having another time. Goes into the near side corner. Wadine will run into his man. And then as it's starting to play out, the puck is loose, and we will get a whistle as looks like a stick might have broke. Part of a stick broke. Yeah, a stick did break. As Cooper Gehring's got to get a new twig. He tried to reach a little bit farther towards Carter Schultz, and whether it was starting to be a little bit broken. 11:22 left to go here in the second period. On the face-off, Caps are trying to get out of the zone. Jaron Beck, Ashton Grease over there. But here the Flyers with a shot and an easy glove save for Schultz to get another whistle with 11:08 to go here in the second period. 17-11 in shots now in favor of the Caps, but it is still a scoreless hockey game. Grease wins the face-off. He kind of floated into the corner, and then Wadine hard around and out of the zone. All the way back to the Sioux Falls blue line. Picked up by Grease in the neutral zone. He is onside. Grease on the back end. He'll turn around, try to get a pass in front, goes off of Sanderson. He turns around with a shot, and it goes wide. Jaron Beck, his shot goes off of a stick. It's played down and up the boards, but not out. Ryan Wadine holds his zone. But it will be taken away, and out of the zone it goes as Keegan Clancy brings it in and will push it deep. And it will be played around. Marcus Halling out there as well. Haven't said his name much today. Trick Smoot. Over and in comes Clancy again. His shot and a save made by Schultz. He's able to put the rebound into the behind the net into the corner. Back to Smoot at the point. His shot got all the way through off the goal post, and it stays out. There's another chance over the top of the goal. Schultz was down. There's another chance that goes off the back of the cage. Schultz is trying to scramble his way back into feeling comfortable again in the crease. And now Sanderson will bring it out. Sanderson in 1-on-3. Gets drugged down, and then he's pushed all the way in towards the crossbar area in the blue paint, and will finally come out of the zone. Here is Devin Dodson here at the neutral zone. Well, the momentum was taking him, but I believe it might have been, was it Sean Reddy? And not sure who it was that might have been maybe pushing a little bit more and pushing along Sanderson a little bit farther. As it's at the neutral zone, pushed in by Rankin. Hard hit by Wadine, but he kind of partially fanned on it. So there's a shot from Hansen from the top of the blue line. That one missed. And then the Caps are going to get a penalty as Ryan Wadine is going to get called for a trip. 9:09 left to go here in the second period, and the Caps will have their first Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. A trip for Ryan Wadine. And here for the first Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill, Ashton Grease is talking to the referee about with the Sanderson play. So Andre Carbonell, Barrett Schweitzer will go out there to start to kill this penalty off. 9:09 left to go here in the second period. First power play for the Flyers. Dre Burnt on the face-off win for the Caps. He's going to race it out of the zone. And Burnt will carry it in onside. Burnt waits. His shot up high and a save made by Pattison. That one's nearly stolen away, but Schweitzer couldn't get turned around to get to his back on his skates. Andre Carbonell flips it in. And at the blue line, the Caps are doing more opportunities inside the Flyers zone than the Flyers want to be right now. 30 seconds already killed off by the Caps staying in the zone. Back to the blue line. Smoot. Pass goes across as it's played here by Rankin. His pass off of his stick, but Smoot will pick it up over, and a quick pass for Schramm is broken up and then cleared away by the Caps. 8:18 left to go here in the period. 1:07 left to go on the power play. First power play of the game for the Flyers. The Caps are 0 for 1 on the power play. And an icing will be coming up to the Sioux Falls Flyers. 8:06 left to go here in the period. 58 seconds left on the man advantage for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. 19-12 in shots in favor of the Caps, but still yet without a goal. We're looking for our first one. The Caps scored just once last night. The Caps have to get one guy off the ice. Devin Dodson will take the face-off. And it was dropped down. It was a tie-up that ended up taken by Sioux Falls 2. As Hansen now plays it up and out of the zone, but Dre Burt is the only one there for the Capitals. He'll play it back for Beestrom. He'll wait. He'll throw it down the ice, and it'll go all the way down the length of the ice. 38 left to go on the power play. Hansen will turn. Dodson trying to race back. Walking it in is Clark. Clark pulls up, turns around Dodson. He was handled off cleanly, but then the shot was blocked up. It's still loose on the side, and shooting it high and wide was Gehring. And now it's again for Clark. Pass goes across and over into the far side to the near side. Here comes a pass over in the slot. It's loose, and they stuff it in. After Gehring, he didn't get much of it, but he just got enough to push it in front. And Sioux Falls 2 gets the first goal of the game. 1-0 our score as Cooper Gehring scores on the power play for Sioux Falls 2. And with 7:11, the Caps will play from behind here in the second period. Gehring's 5th goal of the season, dating through all the preseason hockey as well. As Sioux Falls 2 right now 13 for 60 on the power play. Sully gets the assist. Here is Jaden Floor with a chance off the side of the net. And then he is hit hard. Here's a pass that goes off the stick of Patterson. Looked like maybe it was a tough angle shot from Grease at first. Here is now Grease, another chance. A bouncing puck comes back for Floor. He winds up with a shot. That one goes wide. Swatting at it, fanning on it, but still taken by Sioux Falls 2. That first chance was by Sean Reddy, who fanned on it. And now a pass that comes in front and goes chipped into the netting. Out of play here with 6:26 left to go here in the second period. Face off. That'll be to the right of Scholes. 19-13 in shots. And the face-off was won by the Capitals. Played up by Hunsley. And Carson Clark. Hunsley goes down. Pass goes across. Smoot. His chance. Save is made by Scholes. Mason Schramm around Rankin. One-time chance by Reddy. Was redirected, and it'll come right down into Scholes to make the save. And a whistle with 6:05 left to go here in the second period. It is still 1-0, or is now 1-0. The power play goal for Cooper Gehring. There's just 3 seconds left to go on the power play whenever the Flyers end up scoring. A face-off won by Rankin and the Flyers. Shot goes off the side of the cage. Carson Clark behind the net as he is stuffed and pinned in the corner by Beck. Flipped by Grease over on the far side. And now Ashton Grease skates hard into the center ice and in the offensive end. Beck, he'll turn the forehand shot. It got all the way through. Patterson made another save. And out comes Carson Clark. But Sanderson was able to knock him down and knock him off the puck. Here is now Dre Burnt. Burnt moves it in. Burnt with a shot off the crossbar, and it doesn't go in. The rebound's loose, and it's stuffed back to Pattison, and he makes the save with 5:24 to go here in the second period. Burnt nearly tied it. Flush off the crossbar, and it bounced straight down. And it remain at 1-0. 21-15 in shots in favor of the Caps, but they're still down 1-0. Andre Carbonneau on the face-off win. Dodson to the net, almost redirected by Lyons. So went wide of the cage. And now here is John Lyons again, still loose in the slot. Here is a pass that goes out of the zone by the Flyers. Burnt is there. Played across to Beestrom. Right back into the Capitals with Dodson. Good entry by the Caps. Dodson will swing all the way around the net. On his backhand to his forehand, off the boards for Burnt. His shot's blocked up, right back to Burnt, but he came out of the blue line and in the neutral zone where they'll have to regroup. Pass is knocked back by Dodson after it was knocked in the air. Good hand dive, but it was taken then by the Flyers. And then the Flyers will ice it as it goes all the way down for a whistle with 4:38 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be coming to the left of Pattison. Actually, yep, it will be the left of Pattison. That's Carbonneau win the face-off to Dodson. Dodson trying to kick it along, but picked up by Smoot. And now up ahead for Cooper Gehring. Gehring moves in. His shot, that one goes wide. Gehring got knocked down. And now Burnt trying to carry it out of the zone. He was able to get it out, but hit a good stick by Dirk Fornwald to break it up. 4:15 left to go here in the second period. That's knocked down and out of the zone by Dodson another time. Smoot from his own end. Gehring dumps it in. Around it goes to the near side corner. As four players will battle for it along the boards. Flipped out by Burnt. He gets run into. And now Carbonneau, there's a penalty coming up, and it will be on the Flyers. And Sean Reddy gets called for a rough as he was not playing the puck. And Reddy, the former Huron player, is in the box for two or less with 3:50 to go here in the second period. And the Caps have another opportunity. We're 0 for 2 on the power play yesterday. This is their second opportunity now, down 1-0 with 3:50 left to go here in the second period. Ashton Grease on the faceoff. It's won by the Flyers. Played around Jaron Beck. It'll come all the way across. Beck will pick it up on the far side boards. Beck waits on his backhand, a shot and a save made by Pattison, and a no rebound opportunity for the Caps. 10 seconds into the power play, and a faceoff will be to the left of Pattison. And the Flyers will make a quick change with just one man. And then we had a false start not even a false start, but the linesman dropped the puck before Smoot was ready to go. So now the faceoff again is won by the Capitals. One-time chance for Howard, and a right pad save made by Pattison. Here is Beck again. Beck will wait. His pass for Howard, and now Howard back in the corner. Lays it back for Grease from the side of the cage. Back for Beck. Beck waits. His shot goes wide. Sanderson now picks it up. Sanderson will stop on a dime, turn directions for the faceoff circle, a chance, and another save by Pattison. And another whistle with 3:14 to go here in the second period. With 1:24 left to go in the power play, 3:14 left to go in the period. Caps will win another faceoff from Grease. Sanderson plays it back over for Floor. Over for Howard. Howard carries it in the slot. His chance and off the blocker from Pattison. Boy, he is very far out of the cage right now, every time. Here is Sanderson. Back for Floor. Floor with a chance. That one whistles wide. Everybody got scared of it. That wasn't the goalie. And then the pass for Howard goes off the skates of Floor, and it goes out of the zone. 55 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Caps have had good pressure here on this power play. Have had some good looks. And there's still 50 seconds left to go. That one goes off the linesman. That helps out the Capitals as they bring it in. A bouncing puck that went off the bottom of the skates of the linesman. Pass for Howard as he's from the near side. Between the legs pass. That one chipped up and into Patterson from Jaron Beck. And we get a whistle with 2:24 to go and 34 seconds left on the power play. Howard's the one that will stay out there right now as they make 4 new changes. Carbonneau, Dodson, Lyons, and now Burnt are on the ice. Face-off is controlled by the Capitals with 28 to go on the power play. Pass over here for Carbonneau from the near side. Face-off Dots. Shot just wide over the glove side. Burnt still with it, though, for the Caps. Still in the offensive end. A shot, save is made, and the rebound was juggled up. And now we get a penalty. And John Lyons is going to get a penalty for a rough. A little bit of frustration here from the Caps, just not being able to find any success putting the puck in the back of the net. Lyons gets called for the cross check with 2:06 to go here in the second period. So that ends the second power play, and it turns into here in 16 seconds a shorter Hermanson endodontics penalty kill, where the Flyers are 1 for 1 so far. And that's the only goal of the game. Trick Smoot plays it around, 4-on-4 for another 10 seconds. Here the Caps try to get out of the zone. They do. And now here's Andre Carbonneau with 2 seconds to go in 4-on-4. And now coming out of the penalty box and down to the Flyers power play with 1:45 left to go in the period. Stolen, though, by the Caps. Trying to come in front. And then the Caps looking for a penalty, Andre Carbonneau. And now we'll get interference called. Is it going to be against the Flyers? I believe it is. Trick Smoot will go. Carbonneau could have got called for a slash as well, but boy, that Smoot was on top of Carbonneau for the longest time. And so that power play is quickly over. And Smoot now is in the penalty box. And the Caps will have, without other penalties upcoming, we'll have a 30-second power play with 1:35 to go here in the second period. That would put the Caps on the power play to start the third. Here's Ashton Grease. Minute 22 left of 4-on-4. Minute 23 left to go in the second period. There is 5 seconds difference between the penalty ending and the second period coming to an end. There's a shot from Burnt and another save by Patterson. And there was no rebound. 1:14 left to go in the period. 1:09 left here on 4-on-4. So again, the Caps then will get 30 seconds of a power play, actually be 25 seconds of a power play to open up the third period. Again, as long as there's no other penalties. Here are the Flyers as they try to escape the zone. The pass missed. Raisler has played across. Right now on the ice for the Caps, it is Grease and Sanderson, along with Beestrom and Burt. As that one's thrown all the way in for the blue line, it's covered up by Carter Scholes. Another whistle with 53.1 left, 53.7 to go here in the second period. Keenan Howard will come in for Corbin Beestrom. Sanderson will take the face-off against Carson Clark. Sanderson tried to win it out of the zone, but it comes back for Carter Hansen. The shot didn't get through. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. Excuse me, in the period. 35 seconds left to go, 4-on-4. That shot goes behind the cage. It's played back around. Now Burnt has it. Goes up ahead for Howard. Missed him. Grease couldn't get to the puck either. And at the blue line, it will be played out. And around it goes here for the Flyers. Beavers, a pass. That's intercepted. Grease gets to the puck. He's got Sanderson with him. Grease trying to get it over off of a stick and nearly got it to Sanderson. Nearly put it in off of the Flyers player. And then Keenan Howard. A penalty is coming up to Keenan Howard. I believe it is. A high sticking penalty to Howard. So it's going to be 4-on-3. And Howard pointed to the bench going, wait, that's on me? Here is Howard back in the penalty box with a high stick with 14.7 to go. And so it is the third Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill, and it'll be 4-on-3 for 9 seconds. Then we go 4-on-4 for then 25 seconds, or for 30 seconds. Well, 5 seconds to end the period. And then the Flyers will get another power play. Here is Dre Burns trying to put it all the way back behind the cage. Out of the zone, John Lyons comes out of the penalty box. Up ahead for Sanderson with 2 seconds. He's got to get a shot away. He's not getting a shot. And so there is no opportunity. Right out of the box came Lyons. Sanderson stepped on the ice. Nearly had a break. Just need a couple more seconds. And the Caps would have had an opportunity. But yet they will now go to the third period down 1-0. Even though they outshot the Flyers in that second period, 16-12. The one goal went from Cooper Gehring from Sam Solly on the power play. We'll see if we get a word here with Coach Steve Steele before we head to our second intermission report. As the Caps have been stymied so far through 2 periods, unable to get anything on the board yet. As Coach, well, 2 periods gone by, still looking for that first goal of the game. You're still playing some good hockey. There's still a good hockey game again.
Yeah, we're still playing all right. We got to find a way to get one in there. You know, this is like a really big dry spell where we're just not able to get one in. You know, we've had a lot of good chances. We've had a lot of good shots, and you know, we're either just missing or he's making good saves. So I mean, that's part of hockey. You got to push through it and keep shooting.
You'll have 25 seconds of 4-on-4, then you go back on the penalty kill. So obviously, of course, you still want to try and score as quickly as you can, but this first minute and 46 seconds of the third period is going to be very important to not give up a goal and not go down 2-0 off the power play.
Yeah, it's going to be important to stay within one shot, and you know, then ultimately when we get it, we just got to make one. You know, we said we've gotten to high scoring opportunity or high scoring locations a lot. We've done a lot of good things. We just ultimately aren't burying them right now, and we got to find a way to do that.
I was talking with John Katilnik after the first period, and you might say exactly what he said too. But what do you do to talk to these kids about doing it? Because you don't want to add more pressure to it, but you also it's a real thing that they're frustrated, so it's hard to harp on it. How do you talk to them about trying to keep them positive and knowing that shots will eventually go in the back of the nets?
Yeah, it's kind of the elephant in the room where, I mean, there's no avoiding it. Everyone knows that, you know, that we've been struggling to put the puck in the net. So, and it hasn't been for a lack of chances. It hasn't been for a lack of puck possession or any of that. So, you know, the only way to break that is to keep shooting, and eventually one's going to go in, and you just got to trust that. You got to believe that, and you got to ultimately keep staying positive. I mean, negativity is something that can weigh you down, and we can't afford to focus on that.
Carter Scholes, I talked also with Coach Katilnik after that first period, that having your 2 goalies, and obviously Kieran Duffy not being able to play the last couple of weeks, but having Carter Scholes in the back of the net has been very, very helpful to going through this and still having a shot to still win hockey games because of what he's done.
Yeah, he's been playing really well back there. You know, he's given us a chance. He's made some incredible saves today, and he's keeping us alive. You know, I said these scoring droughts are always really tough on goalies because they kind of have a little bit of added pressure in their own mind of, you know, they've got to play perfect. So, you know, I think that he's doing everything he can to keep giving our guys opportunities to put one in.
So now going in the third period, obviously an adjustment, as Coach Kadolik said, just find a way to score. But what adjustments do you need to make to at least send this into an extra period?
You know, I think the biggest thing when you deal with situations like this is, you know, you're like, gosh, we just can't score. We got to get the perfect shot. We got to get an empty net, the tap in, and all that stuff. When in reality, if anything, it's the opposite of that. You got to throw everything that you can in the general direction of the net, and sometimes that's the way streaks are broken, is that you throw it off of someone's foot and it goes ping pong and ends up in the back of the net. And, you know, at this point, you can't be picky about wanting a beautiful goal. Any goal is a good one.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the third period.
Thanks, John.
That is head coach Steve Steele. The Caps, it is a 1-0 lead for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers at the end of 2 periods. We will step aside. We'll come back and give you the recap of the second period in our second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot springs spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps in your own outdoor pool. Swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Tuesday night, it's doubleheader of basketball action for the Sully Butte Chargers, and you'll hear it on Country 95.3 FM. DT Meyer here. The Chargers will get back home for what's sure to be a tough test against the Jones County Coyotes. The girls will go first at about 6:15 with the boys' game to follow. The Jones County Coyotes and Sully Butte Chargers doubleheader basketball action Tuesday night on Country 95.3 FM, PureCountry.com, and on YouTube at Country 95.3 FM Sports. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Ashton Grease, captain of the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here and down to the second intermission report, the Oahe Capitals, they trail 1-0 at the end of two periods. So it'll be 25 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a minute and 21 seconds then of a power play for Sioux Falls 2, as they are 1 for 2 so far in the power play. The Caps are 0 for 2 on the power play. The only goal of the game happened in the second period. Game was 7-11 to go in the period, as it was Cooper Gehring that got the goal from Sam Solly to make it 1-0 as he scored the power play. And it was 7-11 left to go in the period. That is where Sioux Falls took the lead, and that is where the lead sits at the end of two periods. A 1-0 advantage for Sioux Falls 2. Keenan Howard will be in the box for at least a minute and at least 25 seconds. And then after that, he's going to hope that his team can kill off the rest of that minute 21 that will be left in the power play for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Next Saturday, we'll be back on the air here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as the Hawaii Capitals will take on the Watertown Lakers in the Pink the Rink night. 2:30 afternoon on Saturday, we'll have the Caps and Lakers, the girls varsity game. And then on Saturday night, 7 o'clock, we'll have the boys varsity game, as the Pink the Rink night coming up the first weekend in February here this year, as we'll have both the girls and boys varsity games for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Jim Lloyd will join me for the call out of Watertown, as the Watertown boys nearly stole one away from Rushmore last night. Owen McBride had a fantastic night, but Rushmore scored twice in the last 20 seconds to win it 5-4 over the Watertown Lakers. That would have ended Rushmore's undefeated season. Caps right now down 1-0 here at the end of two periods. We will return, and we'll talk about the scoring across the state. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam, or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool. Swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pier.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pier, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pier.
Saturday is Pick the Rink night, and the Hawaii Capitals will host the Watertown Lakers. This is Sports Director John Winkler. The Watertown Lakers boys and girls varsity teams will be in town for Saturday matchups, and both varsity games will be on Capital City Rock and on YouTube to watch at Capital City Rock Sports. Join Jim, Lloyd, and me for the call beginning with the girls game at 2:30 and the boys game at 7 o'clock. The Hawaii Capitals and Watertown Lakers, boys and girls varsity hockey, Saturday night at the Expo Center, and on your home for Hawaii hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Sanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Keenan Howard, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here to the Expo Center, quickly go through the scores as across the state right now, Rushmore, they lead Huron and boys varsity hockey 5-0 as they start at 3 o'clock, so they're going in the second period. Girls varsity, everything's a final over in the girls varsity side. The White Capitals, the Lady Caps, won 3-2 in overtime over the Sioux Center Storm. Olivia Swenson got the game-winning goal. Watertown, they won 5-4 over at Rushmore, and Aberdeen beat Brookings 4-3. As all 3 games are one-score games, and the Caps, Lakers, and Cougars all won in girls varsity hockey. It is 1-0 here. The Caps are down here at the end of the 2 periods, and when we come back, the 3rd period is for you next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pier. Sanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent in your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Hi, this is Kieran Duffy, and you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we're back here at the Expo Center as we are set for the third period. It will be 4-on-4 for 25 seconds, and then it'll be a minute and 21 seconds or less of power play time for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Ashton Grease, Carter Sanderson, Dre Burns, and Jaden Floor will start things out for the Caps here on 4-on-4. Mason Schramm along with Nathan Rankin. And then it will be Carter Hansen and Easton Beavers to get things underway for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. 28-16, the Capitals are out shooting the Flyers, but down 1-0 right now. Here's Sanderson trying to find a puck in front, and they'll be out of the zone. Schramm goes between the legs of Burns and in the offensive end. Schramm will stop. He'll wait for some help and some support. Pass goes across the blue line, stays in the zone, but then Easton Beavers didn't get much on it. So Ashton Grease, as it came out to the zone, it came to Grease. And now the Flyers are on the power play with a minute 15 left to go on the power play. Here's Burt with a shorthanded chance that shoots it high. Burt gets to the puck first, and he'll play it all the way around to the far side boards. Sanderson got over to it. Now Grease back for Sanderson, a one-time chance. That's blocked up, and that one stung Easton Beavers. Here is Burnt. 50 seconds left to go on the power play. Burnt continues to skate back. Throws it across ice for Floor. Floor up ahead for Grease. And now Grease in the neutral zone. Didn't get it all the way deep, though. Here is Schramm that leaves it right for Grease to turn it over. 37 seconds to go on the power play. And Grease from behind the nets. He'll go all the way back around. He'll turn a circle. He gets pushed off the puck. As Trick Smoot plays it around to the far side. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Moving it just barely into the zone. Here is Rankin with a shot. That one goes wide. Now Rankin again plays it back out and over. Rankin a backhand. That one goes off of a stick. And then Burnt fans on it, clearing attempt with 3 seconds to go on the power play. Now Burnt, as the Caps are back to 5-on-5. Here is Sanderson. Sanderson with a shot, and a save is made again by Pattison, and we get a whistle with 15:08 to go here in the third period. So the Caps have done the first part of this, is killing off the penalty and getting things back to 5-on-5. Andre Carbonneau will take the face-off against Keegan Clancy to the right of Pattison. And it's won by the Caps. Beestrom, he tried to get a shot away, goes off of Carbonneau. Now Dodson plays it across for Lyons. John Lyons a pass, looking for a one-timer for Beestrom, trying to float into the slots, but it's chipped away, and in comes Dirk Fornwald. But Burt will win the race to it from back behind the cage. Fornwald to pass to the slot. Right there is Beestrom. Over for Lyons. Good pass up ahead for Devin Dodson. Dodson trying to go on his off wing, trying to go to the back end. He'll cut it back, and his pass goes all the way out of the zone. And Burt now will have to retreat. He'll go back to his own blue line. He'll wait. He'll continue to turn. And Burt, a pass goes over. Kicked along by Dodson. Dodson, he gets run into. As it's played all the way around. And it'll be played up for Jaden Floor. And a good play there for Jaden Floor. But the Flyers on the midst of a change. The man coming off the bench, Trick Smoot, was able to disrupt Floor, trying to get any kind of momentum. Pass goes over. Here's Beestrom. Beestrom up ahead, right on the stick of Schweitzer. He carries it in, but he gets pushed off the puck. Schweitzer still left it, made it go loose from Pattison. Carter Gordon through the blue paint, over for Howard. Knocked down by Floor. Floor will kick it in the offensive end. He gets bumped and knocked down. All the way around it goes to the far side. That's Marcus Halling. Left it go. Wadeen with a wind-up shot that got on net, and a save made by Pattison. 31 shots now here for the Caps. They're going to wave off icing. Just went past for Jaden Floor. Ryan Wadeen will pick it up. His pass is intercepted. That shot blocker down by Carter Schultz. Schweitzer, a good backhand feed all the way across. Howard will get to it first, try to cut it two. That shot goes just wide of the far post. Burton chips in and pinches in. Pass from Schweitzer for Howard. Howard trying to play it back in front for Burton, can't stuff it home. There's Schweitzer with a shot. The rebound is loose. Still in the high slots as the Flyers will finally eventually clear the zone, and now they get a chance going the other way. Bringing it in. It's going to be an opportunity for Alex Chan, but he couldn't get to the puck in time. So then Burton puts a hit on Chan, and then played around by Howard, and it goes all the way down, and it should be an icing, and it will, with 12:33 to go here in the third period. 33-17 in shots in favor of the Caps. Nearly doubling up the Flyers, but yet it is a 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls 2. With 12:33 left to go in regulation. Carter Sanderson will take the face-off with Nick Gergen. Gergen wins the face-off, his turnaround opportunity. There's an opportunity again for Schramm. The puck went right over to Schramm. And it will be played all the way back out to the blue line. Smoot with a shot right into the glove of Scholes, and we get a whistle with 12:20 left to go here in the third period. Sanderson and Rankin on the face-off. It's won by the Caps. Beck, he turned and lost his footing, blew a tire, and pass goes up. Grease will tip it, and it goes into the crowd in front of, looks like where the Sioux Falls JV players are at. And it will be a face-off just outside the Capitals' end. 12:08 to go here in the third period. So we'll be at face-off just outside the Capitals' end. Here is Dre Burnt. Off the boards on the back end. Between the feet of Beestrom. And now taken by Rankin. Rankin got opportunity. That's blocked down by Burnt. Diving for it was Sanderson to get the puck out of the zone. And now Schramm off the boards for Clark. And Carson Clark over for Rankin. And he couldn't handle the pass. Burnt plays it over on the stick of Sanderson. Hard pass for Grease. Now it's tapped along, and the Caps are in onside. Sanderson tried to touch it along. He might have thought he was offside, so the Flyers now back the other way. Pass goes over for Schramm. Schramm dumps it in. Doesn't get it deep, though. Sanderson will pick it up. His pass goes all the way across, misses Grease. And it's played back in the Sioux Falls end. Jaron Beck was able to knock down a pass attempt. Easton Beavers and Beck run into each other. Sanderson runs into Beavers this time. And then Grease, he gets run into. Here's Sanderson. His shot off the glove of Pattison. Back in front for Grease. He is hooked down. There's another shot and a save made by Pattison after the stick of Pattison ended up getting knocked and lodged in the net. He was able to make the glove save without the stick in hand. 10:58 left to go here in the third period. 36-18 in shots in favor of the Caps. But yet they are trailing 1-0, doubling up the shots on Sioux Falls 2. That pass, Lions, is broken up. And be played around Andre Carbonneau. And Carbonneau in the corner gets some support with Dodson. Carbonneau gets pushed into the boards. Here is John Lyons. Backhand pass off the glove of Dodson, and now taken back the other way as it will go up and in is Gehring. He's got the only goal of the game so far. Forward wall, the pass. That one goes to the slot, and as it went to the blue paint, Carter Scholes is right there hugging the post, and he's able to bring it back to him, cover up for the whistle with 10:20 to go here in the third period. 36-18 in shots, 1-0 lead for Sioux Falls 2. Carbonneau and Racler on the faceoff. It is won by the Flyers, as it is Chan that plays it back up for Smoot. His pass nowhere close to Beavers. And then up ahead, the Capitals will ice it after it was just a little bit too strong from John Lyons to Devin Dodson. 10:04 left to go here in the third period. Face off to the left of Scholes. And it's controlled by the Capitals. Lions trying to get over for Dodson. Didn't have enough on that one, though. And now Floor up ahead for Lions, and it's broken up by Smoot. Dumped in, and around it goes to the far side. The Flyers are back in. Pass to the slot. Aiden Anderson was maybe a little bit too late to get over there. There is a shot from Smoot that was redirected wide by Floor. Pass is tipped off the stick of Anderson and Chan. And now back it comes, and back in the zone it goes Marcus Hulling. He lost the puck. Schweitzer will take it. And Schweitzer tried to go around Easton Beavers but could not. Aiden Anderson now will pick it up. And Aiden Anderson from the blue line. A glove save from Pattison. It'll give the Caps an offensive zone faceoff with now 9:20 left to go here in the third period. Caps are still looking for their first goal here tonight. It's been tough sledding this weekend for the Caps. Keenan Howard's got the only goal of the weekend right now as they down 1-0. That shot from Beestrom goes off of a body in front. It goes all the way to the far side corner. And now the zone it goes. Fornwald pushes it along for Gehring. And now Gehring all the way around, up the boards, chipped out. Howard one-on-one here for the Caps. Howard moves it in. Over for Schweitzer. Couldn't get it to Howard. Back to Schweitzer off the side of the goal post. And the Caps still looking for that goal to tie things up. An equalizing goal has been eluding them here in this second and third period. And then Corbin Beestrom got run into on the boards. Here is Dre Burns in with Aiden Anderson and Schweitzer. Burnt to the forehand. A shot goes off the glove of Pattison and able to be covered for the whistle with 8:29 left to go here in the third period. Caps will get the top line back out. Sanderson, Grease, and Beck. It's been good to see Grease being able to gut things out, whether it's hurting or not. He's played well today. On the face-off to the right of Pattison. Over for Sanderson on the win, but he couldn't get the shot away. Comes to the near side blue line, held in by Beestrom. Beck will float to the corner to play it. Pass goes to the slot looking for Sanderson, but it's broken up by Smoot. And now the zone it goes. A high bouncing puck. That should be an icing, and it will be. After it went all the way across. 8:11 left to go here in the third period. Over on KCCR, you got the AFC Championship game going on right now, and it's a 21-21 game. The Bengals are making a comeback, made a comeback. They're not making it anymore. They did make the comeback. Faceoff is won by the Capitals. Comes out of the zone. I'd offer not to go over to KCCR. Here's Beck with a chance. A rebound, another opportunity. Patterson is way out of the nets. Trying to find the puck. Beck with another shot. That one goes wide. Sanderson trying to pass it to the slot. No one there for the Caps. And going the other way are the Flyers. Don't turn it to KCCR until after this hockey game concludes. 7:40 left to go here in the third period. They're only in the third quarter over there. We'll have the NFC Championship for you as well on KCCR. Grace gets run in by two different guys, so a penalty's coming up here to Sioux Falls. And the Caps will have another opportunity in the power play. Or another rough is called against Sioux Falls 2. With 7:29 left to go, and it's going to be Carson Clark that goes for a rough. So the Caps here now on their third power play opportunity. They need a score. The Caps need a goal. So Ashton Grease will take the face-off. Top line is out. Keenan Howard, Dre Burnt, the two defensemen. You got your two best scoring defensemen, and Burnt's been playing as a forward the last couple of, or excuse me, Howard's been playing as a forward the last couple of games. Is Grease. He couldn't get a pass over to Beck, and it's cleared down by the Flyers. 1:45 left to go here in the power play. 7:10 to go in the third period. Burnt picks up a lot of speed, moves it in. Burnt with a shot goes just wide. The penalty's coming up here on the Flyers. Another opportunity. Could be 5-on-3 for the Caps unless Howard's able to score. Well, he thought maybe about a Michigan there. Sanderson trying to keep it. 6-on-4 right now, and it will finally be cleared away. But 1 minute and 23 seconds of 5-on-3 here. Another rough is called on the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. 5-on-3 for 1 minute 23 or less. And the rough will be against Easton Beavers. 6:52 to go here in the third period, and the Caps now with a 5-on-3 advantage have got to find a way to score. The faceoff is dropped and won by the Flyers, and they'll clear the zone. So still with 1 minute 18 left to go here on the 5-on-3, the Caps just need to get a good entry and get things set up here on the power play. Keenan Howard moves it right in. Howard with a shot goes high over the glove side. A bouncing puck, a chance for Sanderson, and then cleared away by the Flyers another time. Still a minute left to go here in the power play in the 5-on-3. Then they'll have still another 40 seconds or so of the opportunity of a 5-on-4 chance. Here is Burnt in. Burnt will swing wide. Burnt trying to protect the puck over on the near side. Over for Sanderson. Wind up for Howard. Didn't get all of it. He broke his stick. He's got to get off the ice to get a new stick. Now he's got to stay on the ice because the Flyers are trying to attack 5-on-3. Howard will kick it along for Beck. Now Howard's got to get off the ice or get to a new stick. They're going to hand him to a new stick, and he's going to stay on the ice. Here's Ashton Grease up ahead and in the offensive end. Grease lays it back for Howard. Trying to get a back in where a forehand shot, and then it's cleared away another time by the Flyers. 13 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3. Jane Floor will turn. And up ahead for Ashton Grease. Down to 6 seconds to go. Floor holds it in the zone. There's a pass that goes all the way around. It's down to 5-on-4. Grease a pass. That one's intercepted. Excuse me, that's Dodson a pass that's intercepted. Sanderson here for Beck. Beck plays it back for Sanderson. 25 to go on the power play. Pass goes across for Floor. Back for Sanderson. He starts to walk it in. His shot in a glove save by Patterson. Saw it all the way and flashed the leather on that one. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. 5:12 to go here in the third period. Caps unable to score the 5-on-3. Still 20 seconds left in the Beavers minor. Andre Carbonneau. The Caps need one more guy on the ice. Barrett Schweitzer will step on the ice. Carbonneau will take the face-off with 5:12 left to go. Wins it right to Schweitzer. His shot goes off of a skate. Jaden Floor holds it in. John Lyons' pass goes all the way through the slot. Back for Schweitzer on the near side. Fans on a pass attempt. 8 seconds left to go on the power play. Floor trying to throw it to the net. It's blocked up, and that's going to do it for the power play. 2-on-1 the other way now for Sioux Falls 2. Carson Clark over. A one-time chance. What a diving save by Carter Scholes. And now the Caps will try and go back the other way. Although they missed the pass, there will be no icing. 4:40 left to go here in the third period. Burt's back on the ice, but taken in by Clark as he moves it in the offensive end. Clark, a pass goes over, and Raisler couldn't get to the puck. Here is Carbonneau. Over for Dodson. He's going to try and race forward, but he lost the puck as it was taken over by Schramm. And Schramm will turn. Over for Smoot. His pass misses. Schweitzer will turn. Off the boards it goes. And it'll be played out. Rankin here for Gehring. Caps are going to get the top line out another time. Going to try and maybe get that top line out as much as they can right now. Beck, a toe drag move, and that shot goes wide. 42-19 in shots, but the Caps still down 1-0. Howard and Burnt, the two defensemen. Pass over for Sanderson. He is in onside. Leaves it forward for Howard. And Keenan Howard on a backhand, plays it around. His shot from Grease goes off of Howard after it went past the goal mouth. And around it goes. 3:30 left to go here in the third period. Ashton Grease is in. But it is out to the blue line, and it will be held in by the Caps and by Howard. But then all the way down off the stick of Howard, so there will not be an icing. 3:15 left to go here in the third period. Burt. He will turn and turns on the Jets. Burt in, goes wide, plays it back for Beck. One-time chance, didn't get all of it. It was a floating puck that was an easy save for Patterson. 2:55 to go here in the third period. Burt will come off the ice. Grease, he had the puck, lost it though. Here is now going deep with it and moving it in. Getting off the ice is Carson Clark. Dirk Fornwald trying to find a way to push his man to the boards and floor. Pass comes out to the high slot. Chance, they score. Marcus Holling scores on a pass to the high slots, and it's now 2-0 with 2:33 to go. And Sioux Falls 2 is on the doorstep of stealing one here from the Capitals. 43-20 in shots in favor of the Oahe Capitals. But they're down 2-0. Marcus Holling gets the goal. I believe Fornwald will get the assist. We'll wait to hear the scoring. As we return to play with 2:28 to go. The shooting woes, the scoring woes, I should say, are at its peak right now for the Caps. Dre Burnt. He gets hooked down. Be played by Carbonneau. Carbonneau up for Lions. Dodson trying to race after it. 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Played around. And an icing is called against Sioux Falls. I don't think it was an icing. I think Coach Steele got away with that one with 2:01 left to go. I think we could have probably, I don't know if that should have been an icing call. The Capitals will absolutely take it. I think they might have Caps might have gotten away with one. And the Caps will have a opportunity at the top line out with 2:01 to go here in the third period. And we'll see if there's a timeout. And I believe everybody's talking now. The referee's talking with Sanderson. They're getting the correct call on the goal. And it will be an icing against Sioux Falls 2. 2:01 to go. Shot off the face-off win. Caps still have it. Scholes is still in the net right now. Pass goes out for Keenan Howard. Fornwald. And a pass. Clark cleared away by the Caps. That's an icing for the Capitals with 1:40 to go. Fornwald. And I believe Clancy maybe got the other assist. And a timeout will be taken here by the Oahe Capitals with 1:39 to go here in the third period. So the Caps, who are in danger now of falling to 9-6 on the season. Sioux Falls 2, they've won 4 in a row and potentially now 5 in a row and 6 of 7. Have put themselves well back in a much higher spot and a much better spot to move up the standings. But the Caps here right now, if they don't win here today, it's all but pretty much they're still going to make the state tournament. There's no question about them making the state tournament. But then all of a sudden they go from being a potential 3 seed now to most likely their best is a 4 seed. And then you turn into, well, just 4 or 5 doesn't really make a difference after that. But they don't want to fall down to the 6th spot. Caps will have Watertown, who nearly stole one from Rushmore, and they have another fantastic goalie that they have to face the next two games are going to be two really good goalies that they're facing. Owen McBride of Watertown, who almost stole one against Rushmore yesterday, and then Cooper Letcher, who the team in front of him is not very good, but Cooper Letcher is an all-state goalie. He's my all-state goalie. In my humble opinion, he'd be the all-state goalie if I had to vote for it. And he could steal anything at any point. As the Caps win the face-off, Carter Sanderson will bring. Carter Scholes will come to the bench. The Caps need 2 goals with the goalie pulled. 1:30 left to go here in the third period. Sanderson, he'll wait. His pass off of a stick back for Flort. Played it down for Sanderson. His pass, he fans on it. The Flyers will dump it all the way down. It's going to go just wide, and it goes far enough for an icing, and we get a whistle with 1:18 left to go here in the third period. That one just missed the empty net and just barely went down far enough to be an icing. 1:18 left to go here in the third period. Caps down 2-0, out shooting their opponent by 22, 43-21. But have not been able to score yet. A 43-save shutout is on the line for Pattison. On the face-off, it was controlled by the Flyers, but the Caps have the empty attacker. Here's Beck with a chance that goes wide. Here's Ashton Grease now. Throws it through the blue paint. Comes back over for Dre Burt. Burt trying to get one towards the net, blocked up. And then up ahead for the Flyers. They flip one up ahead another time. Knocked down, but not by a high stick. So Carter Sanderson up for Ashton Grease. 50 seconds left to go here in the third period. Caps still need 2. Sanderson throws it towards the net. The rebound is trying to jam in front. It's still loose. Bodies are flying all over the place. And then we finally get a whistle. Carson Clark and looks like maybe Jaron Becker exchanging a little bit of some shoves. And we're going to have 2 guys go to the penalty box. It's going to be Clark and Beck to the box. So Clark and Beck are into the penalty box, both for roughs, with 40.9 to go here in the third period. And a face-off to the right of Pattison. It's won by the Capitals. Ashton Grease gets knocked down. Sanderson with a shot that's a blocker save. Another penalty's coming up on Sioux Falls, too. And with 30.2 left to go here in the period, it'll be a rough that's going against Sioux Falls, too. And so the Caps now will have 6-on-4 with 30.2 left to go. As it is Rankin that's going to go to the penalty box for a rough. So 30.2 left to go here in the third period. Caps will have their 5th power play. They're 0 for 4 so far. Face-off is won by the Flyers. They throw it all the way down. It's going to go wide the empty net, but they got to race after it. And the referee blows the play dead for an icing. And that's going to hurt the Capitals now with 25.3 to go. So the face-off is going to be all the way in the Capitals' end. And that one stings. It doesn't matter if he tipped it or not. There's no icing. The referee said he tipped it, but it doesn't matter because there is a penalty. It hurts the Capitals right there, but now the Caps going back the other way. Here's Sanderson with 20 seconds left to go. Burt trying to play it over for Sanderson. Can't get a shot away. Carbonell races back in as the extra attacker. They clear it down another time. No icing with 10 seconds to go, and the Caps are going to fall here today 2-0 to the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Ashton Grease, one more chance to try and break the shutout. His shot to the nets, a glove save by Pattison, and a 2-0 shutout for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers over the Hawaii Capitals here this afternoon. 47 save shutouts for Ian Pattison in net, and the Caps fall to 9-6, and a 2-0 win here for the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the post-game show. Caps falling a tough one again today, 2-0. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Herman said serve Central South Dakota. Provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool. Swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Hi, this is Steve Steele, the head coach for the Oahe Capitals, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on 104.5 Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com.
As we welcome you back here, the post-game show, and we welcome in Coach Steve Steele as the Caps fall here 2-0 to this evening. 47 shots for the Capitals to 21 for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And Coach, it's a frustrating loss. And again, I know I've said it a couple of times. It's a good hockey game that you end up going on the wrong side of. And I know it's frustrating for you. I know it's frustrating for them. But how can you take this and put this into a positive going forward?
Well, I think the hardest part is, we felt like we controlled the game. We really did a great job for the most part. I said we got everywhere. We just haven't finished. We're just in that kind of we're stuck in that little slumpish area where we just can't get the puck into the back of the net. Out shooting them, I think it was 47-21. That should be good enough to win a hockey game, and it just wasn't today. Carter Scholes played well in net again. He made 19 saves on 21 shots, and the two goals that were scored, one was at the power play that was just stuffed in and barely stuffed in, but the second one was a good shot. He played well enough. He's played well in the last couple of games, and really in all 6 of your losses right now, your goalies have played well enough to win hockey games. Yeah, again, he gave us the opportunity to be one shot away for a long time, and I said 47 shots is it's got to be enough to get a couple goals. We can't be shooting 0% or whatever we were yesterday, 1 for 40 something. We've got to find a way to finish. That's the frustrating part, is to feel like you played good enough to win 2 games. You controlled today's game, and it just wasn't enough. I know, obviously, you'll have practice plans going into this week, but how do you handle that? You know that all those kids are frustrated, and rightfully so, because it's hard not to be frustrated when you have the shooters that you have on the team. But knowing that
you get another chance to play next Saturday. You get another chance to finish out the season strong going into the last couple of weeks. How do you handle that now going into practice this week?
Well, we've just got to really focus on finishing everything we do. We've obviously we didn't finish yesterday's game, and then today, we weren't able to break through. So we've got to kind of find that within ourselves to break through this through a lot of hard work and through a lot of focus. We just didn't quite have that today.
And I know it's you're looking ahead to Watertown and here on the next couple of weekends, and unfortunately for both those teams, they have really good goalies. McBride almost stole one from Rushmore yesterday. Cooper Electric can steal one from any time, no matter. Even if there's nobody on the ice, he can probably somehow steal games at some point. So it doesn't get any easier goalie-wise, but what do you expect from those teams, especially Watertown, because you played them on Saturday. You'll play here on the following Sunday. What do you expect from Watertown?
Well, like you said, their goalie's got the opportunity to go ahead and steal a game. He had a 68-save performance last night. Their team is solid. They're not super flashy. They've got a couple shooters, but, they support McBride really well and allow him to do his job.
Ashton Grease played the entire game. How was he feeling throughout this game? I know you probably haven't talked to him asking how he's feeling after the game, but how did he feel throughout this game?
You knew he was hurting. You could tell he was hurting. He did a great job getting out there and giving everything he had, and he still played a heck of a hockey game. And I said that's not an easy thing to do. When you're banged up. So I was very proud of him. I thought he played very, very well. And hopefully we can get him some time off here and heal that up for next weekend.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Thanks for doing it. We'll talk to you Wednesday at Coach's Corner. We'll see you next week here for Pink the Rink night.
Sounds good. Thanks, John.
As head coach Steve Steele of the Oahe Capitals as they fall 2-0 here this afternoon to the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers, as Ian Patterson picked up a shutout, a 47-save shutout tonight over the Oahe Capitals. So they fall to 9-6. The Flyers now at 7-7-0-1. They have won 5 straight. The Caps are finding themselves starting to fall a little bit more than they probably were hoping for at this point. They've dropped back-to-back games here this weekend. They lost one last weekend to Rushmore. 3 of the last 4 games they've end up losing. They've lost, I believe, maybe now 4 of the last 5 or so as well, or whatever it might be now here as I'm trying to do the mental math without the schedule in front of me. But the Caps are going to they're going to start scoring again at some point. It probably doesn't feel like it for these kids. It probably doesn't feel like it for maybe you watching at home, but they're going to find ways to start scoring. They're going to be able to, they can light up the scoreboard in a hurry. They've got a lot of good shooters on this team. They've got that top line is very, very solid. It is going to happen again, but the Caps have got to dig down a little bit deeper. They are finding themselves in a spot where they've just got to continue to work hard to get to that. And not that they didn't work hard to begin with, but they've got to continue to work. They have to continue to work hard and put in that time and not get frustrated, because it is frustrating right now when you have 47 shots on the board in any level of hockey, whether it's from the squirts all the way up to the NHL level. You put up 47 shots, you expect to have something in the back of the net in any of those 47. Even if it's the greasiest goal of them all, you still expect something to go in the back of the net. The Caps didn't have that here today, and that makes it just a little more and extra frustrating here as the Caps were unable to pick up a win over the Sioux Falls 2 Flyers. Hats off to Ian Patterson, who played a heck of a hockey game, 47 saves for a shutout. The Caps were just unable to beat him, and that last glove save, you know that he's going to be feeling pretty good. And, a team that just barely squeaked past Yankton on Friday with a 3-2 win comes back and ends up picking up a 2-0 win here today against a team that's much better than the Yankton Bucks. And Sioux Falls 2 was down 2-1 after one period, came back and won 3-2 over Yankton. And they come in here on Sunday and pick up a 2-0 win. That's just how the ebb and flows of hockey go sometimes. And for the Caps, it's about next Saturday now. Pink the Rink night will be coming up this coming Saturday. We'll have it for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as it will be a 2:30 start for the girls, a 7 o'clock start for the boys. Both games can be heard here on Capital City Rock. We'll be on the air about 20 minutes prior to both those contests. Let's say thanks to Jacob Mayer back at the station. John Winkler here signing off as the Oahe Capitals, they fall here today They get shut out on 47 shots from Ian Patterson, who makes all 47 saves. They fall to Sioux Falls 2-0, as we say so long from the Expo Center.
You've been listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Capitals Hockey is brought to you in part by Weatherall, Leisure Palace, Hermanson Endodontics, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics. Join us all season long for both boys and girls varsity action on your home for Caps Hockey, Capital City Rock, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.